Hey there, movie fans. Welcome to the Blues of August 2015. This month's shout out is going to Andrew Wilson. He seemed like a nice guy. He has some nice videos as well, so go check him out. You will find a link to his channel below, as always. Andrew Wilson. Okay, first up, I'm going to show you a little stack of DVDs here. And the first title of that is Metro with Eddie Murphy. I've seen this movie twice before and I really enjoyed it. Nice to have this on DVD finally. I also grabbed Mindhunters by Rennie Harlan. This is pretty much his last decent movie. After this he kind of made one shitty movie after the other. But although I do have to say that the worst film that he did was Driven with Sylvester Stallone. I absolutely hated that one. And he made that film a couple of years before this one. But this is a decent movie, Mindhunters. This is the 2-disc limited edition of Film Night Special. This is actually a Belgian television show that introduces movies that came after that, and this one comes with the Intensive Care, which is the worst Dutch horror film of all time, but it's so terrible that it's just fun to watch. It's absolutely hilarious. It also comes with a bonus disc, and you can see the contents of it on here: trailers, making ofs, and it also has the Sadako's cursed video from Ringu. Nice set, this one. And I also grabbed The Killing Time with Kiefer Sutherland. I've not heard of this film before. I haven't seen it yet either. But this looks pretty good. It also starred Beau Bridges and Joe Don Baker. Yeah, pretty good. You want to know how much I paid for these? Zero. Nothing. I got these from a pawn shop. And I brought some stuff over there, so for the owners, so you can sell that. And I looked around at the DVDs, and I found these 4, and I asked the owner how much he wanted for them, and he said, take it with you, you can have it. So that was very, very nice. 4 DVDs for free. Well, actually 5. There's a bonus disc on there. Completely for free. That is just very, very nice. Here's some more DVDs. I got these for €1, 50 cents each. Cannot go wrong with that. They are Stephen King's Golden Years and Clive Barker's Book of Blood. Have not seen either one of them. If you have seen them, let me know what you think below, because I am curious of your opinion on that. I got this one for 50 cents as well, Half Nelson with Ryan Gosling. This is a very good film, by the way. And the girl, what's her name again? Sharika Epps, I believe that's her name. She was very good as well. Really, really good, independent film. 50 cents, I mean, that's a bargain. And finally, I got this one. I have to cover it up. I got this one for €1. This is Cannibal Ferox. I've never seen it. I know that Grindhouse Releasing has brought out a nice edition of it. But I thought, I better grab this edition first. If I like it, I might buy the Grindhouse release. But yeah. Take a look at the other side. Here it is. Cannibal Ferox. Let me know what you think of this. Is this any better than Cannibal Holocaust? Or let me know below what you think of it. So those are the DVDs. And now for the Blu-rays. And the first one is City on Fire with Chow Yun-fat and Danny Lee. Very good film. A real classic in the Hong Kong action cinema. Nice release as well. The transfer is actually not bad. It isn't exactly to write home about, but definitely not a bad transfer. Often being considered as the template of Reservoir Dogs, and you can actually clearly tell that Tarantino was inspired by this one, especially at the at the end. But very good film, City on Fire. Fast and Furious 7. This is a Dutch edition, also come with a bonus disc. You can see here. It's pretty much just the same as all the rest, but it's enjoyable. I like Jason Statham in this film. The opening scene with Jason Statham, that was just great. I absolutely love that one. It gives you a good idea of what kind of character Jason Statham is, even though it is kind of like the same character that he usually plays, but I like it. It also has a beautiful tribute to Paul Walker at the end of the movie, and he died during the production of this film, and he was kind of to finish the rest of the scene. They hired two of his brothers, and he also used CGI to kind of bring him back to life, and you can clearly tell what parts is CGI, especially at the end. They created his face with CGI. You can clearly tell that, and it's kind of distracting in a way, I thought, but there's no other way to do that. I kind of understand that. But I enjoyed it. It's not the best one in the series. In my opinion, that would be parts 5 and 6. But yeah, I enjoyed it. Fast and Furious 7. Next is Retaliation, which is an excellent Japanese gangster film from the 1960s, which stars Joe Sasito and Akira Kobayashi. I've never heard of this actor before, but I thought he was very good in this movie. Also stars Michael Kaji, before she became famous with the Lady Snowblood movies and the Stray Cat Rock movies and all that. Yeah, there's another beautiful release by Arrow. Comes with a booklet, of course. Nice artwork on a disc, and here as well. And there's the reversible artwork. It says here that Retaliation is the hard-boiled precursor to Kinji Fukasaku's revisionist Yakuza pictures of the 1970s. And this is a reference to a film series called Battles Without Honor and Humanity. And what's so great about this is that Arrow will be releasing a box set of this film series with all the movies inside. And I've already pre-ordered that one. I pre-ordered that from the Arrow website itself because that was the cheapest one that I could find. But still, it is pricey. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be another fantastic release by Arrow. Now the UK release is limited to 2,000, and the US release is limited to 3,000. So. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. I'm sure that's going to be another brilliant release by Arrow. But this was a great film, Retaliation. I grabbed 3 Blu-rays from the UK. I believe these were 3 for £18, if I'm correct. The first one is The Nightcomers. I know that Kyle showed this one. This is a prequel to The Innocents, which I've never heard of it before. I never knew it was a prequel to the movie. But this is a film by Michael Winner with Marlon Brando. Still need to check it out. But it looks alright. Nice release as well. And I love The Innocents. I'm not expecting this is going to be as good as The Innocents, but still, I'm pretty sure it's worth checking out. Also grabbed Tracks, which is a beautiful and a very inspiring film about this woman who travels, 1,700 miles across the Australian desert, and I thought it was a very beautiful film. I know that at one point Julia Roberts was attached to this film, and thank God that never happened. I mean, I find Mia Wasikowska 10, 20 times more talented than Julia fucking Roberts, if I may be honest with you. But I thought it was a beautiful film. This movie also stars Adam Driver, who's going to be Kylo Ren in the new Star Wars movie, And recently they have revealed Kylo Ren's identity and motivation. And they also revealed plot details on The Force Awakens. And I'm trying to avoid all that. I don't want to know all that because the less I know about the new Star Wars, the more I will enjoy it. I basically have that with all movies. Nowadays, you get so many information about movies before they ever come out. It's just not fun anymore. And also trailers are giving away just too much. And I'm trying to avoid all of that. So I try to avoid as much as I can on Star Wars. I'm not reading anything on Star Wars, not seeing any secrets. Just the less I know, the better. That's my motto, really, with every movie. But this is a beautiful, beautiful film. Tracks. I just need to get that off my chest. I just don't understand why people would like to know certain information and plot details on a movie that is still coming out. I just don't understand it. But anyway, Tracks. Sorry for rambling. Beautiful film. Tracks. And I also grabbed Luck with Tom Hardy. I would have loved to see the faces of the producers when Stephen Knight, the writer-director, pitched the idea for this movie to them. One guy driving in his car at night, making phone calls, hands-free, of course. That's it. That's the whole premise, plain and simple. But it's so very well executed. It's just it seemed like the most boring movie ever, but it is not really. And this quote is very misleading, if you ask me. There isn't really one nail-biting moment in it. There's no suspense in this movie. It would not have hurt the movie if there was some suspense. But still, I was fascinated by this film from start to finish without being bored. There's not one single boring moment in this movie. And that's pretty much thanks to Tom Hardy. I thought he was really good. I think he is one of the best actors of his generations. And I have a little gift for my UK viewers. Here's the ultraviolet code if anyone is interested. Here's my gift to whoever getting this first. So yeah, good film. Luck. I grabbed the Steelbook of Batman: The Dark Knight Returns, the deluxe edition. I found it for a good price on eBay, and I couldn't really pass it up. And honestly, I'm not a fan of these Batman animation movies, but the reason why I got this one is because I was curious about it. I have the graphic novel by Frank Miller, on which this movie is based on, and I was just curious how they translated the graphic novel into this animation movie, and I quite liked it. I thought they did a really good job on it, and it's a nice steelbook as well. It also comes with a few art cards, as you can see here. Here as well. Looks very nice. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, yeah, like I said, I'm not a fan of these Batman animation movies. You know, I know there are more like Son of Batman or Batman versus Robin or Batman Beyond or whatever they're called. But I will probably never see those. But I was just curious how the the animation adaptation of Frank Miller's legendary story, how they did that, and I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. Next is the Dutch Steelbook of Sabotage, which comes with this nice lenticular magnet. A cool artwork of the dragon there. I don't know what the dragon has to do with the movie. Maybe somebody had a tattoo of it. I'm not really sure. I probably have missed it, but it looks very nice. Take away the magnet, you can see Herr Arnold with his big gun and Sam Worthington behind him. Nice picture there of the two gentlemen. And here's Schwarzenegger as well. And there's a picture on the inside. And there's the dragon again. Yeah, very nice steelbook, nice artwork. The movie, the movie had its moments. It was very raw and brutal at times, which is really the main problem that people had. People were surprised of how extremely violent the movie was, and I was surprised as well. I did not expect it to be this violent, but I didn't have any problems with it. To be honest, I think the violence in this movie was so over the top. You just could not take it seriously. I did, however, had a problem with the story. I thought the story was an absolute mess. I mean, there were scenes in it that didn't make any sense, and it also has a few unanswered questions. I mean, you could use your own imagination to come up with your own answers, but still, you don't. With these kind of movies, you don't need to use your mind. With these kind of movies, you just turn off your mind and just enjoy the ride. You know what I mean? And another problem that I had with this film was some of the characters. They were very unlikable, especially the ones from Schwarzenegger's team. There was only one sympathetic character in his team, and that was Schwarzenegger himself. The rest were all assholes, really. But overall, it's a failure, but with some entertaining moments in it. Next is Black Moon, also known as Black Moon Rising, which is the original title, based on the idea by John Carpenter. He did not direct it, but he created the story and he co-wrote the screenplay. And it's about a thief played by Tommy Lee Jones who steals something and he hides it into this futuristic supersonic car, and then somebody else steals the car, so he has to go after that, and that's pretty much the whole story. And it was great seeing this movie again. I haven't seen it for many years. I know I've seen it a couple of times when I was a kid. I enjoyed it a lot, and it's still a pretty good film if you ask me. Nice artwork. This is the German release, by the way. Beautiful transfer. So it has a booklet inside as well. This looks pretty good. And yeah, great German release, this one. This was a great scene, by the way. You see the car going from one building into the other. Which, a similar scene was also in Fast and Furious 7. But it all started with this one, I'm pretty sure. This movie was made 30 years ago, so. But, yeah, this is a good film, Black Moon Rising. Okay, and now I picked up a few German Blu-rays that were quite cheap. The first one is Earthquake, which is a classic disaster movie with Charlton Heston, Ava Gardner, Lorna Green, of Battlestar Galactica and Bonanza fame. George Kennedy, great actors. Very good film. Sneakers. This is a wonderful film. Unlike Sabotage, this movie does have likable characters. I mean, they're all very likable, and the chemistry between these actors are just fantastic. It's a shame that they didn't do sequels of this film. I would have loved to see that, but that probably have done something to do with the fact that River Phoenix has passed away, I believe, a year after this movie came out. So that's very sad. But this is a wonderful, very enjoyable film. Also picked up Time Cop, one of the better films with Van Damme. Very entertaining stuff. The Breakfast Club, which is a classic, of course. Even though this movie is 30 years old, it's still relevant today, if you ask me. Before Midnight, this is the third movie in the Before trilogy. Before this you had Before Sunrise and then Before Sunset, which are two movies that I love, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to love this one. I still need to check it out. And also grabbed Dracula. That is the 1978 version with Frank Langella as Dracula and Laurence Olivier as Van Helsing. Probably not the best Dracula movie, but it certainly is the most underrated one. I don't hear many people talking about this one. And Olivier, my favorite actor who plays Van Helsing is Peter Cushing. But Olivier certainly plays the most accurate Van Helsing. I mean, Van Helsing was a Dutch character, and most of the Van Helsings that you see in movies either have a British accent or a German accent. Olivier plays him with a Dutch accent, and at one point in the movie, just a brief moment in the movie, he also speaks Dutch, and he does that very well. So, and this is an excellent film. Definitely go check it out if you haven't seen it one yet. Also stars Donald Pleasence as Van Helsing's assistant. I thought it was an excellent film. Dracula. Next is this very nice German edition of the Resurrected. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. I was surprised how much I enjoyed this movie, and I'm still wondering how it is possible that I've never heard of this movie before. I've never seen it before, of course, but I got to know about this movie thanks to Kyle. He did a video on this set. I will leave a link below so you can check out that video and see more of this beautiful set as well. But this was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it a lot. I like to describe it as Lovecraftian noir. It does have a few elements of a film noir, especially the beginning. The beginning kind of reminded me of Double Indemnity, where Fred McMurray comes into his office and then he talks into his telephone, and he tells what happened to him in the last few days, and that the story begins through a flashback. The movie begins, and this has a similar beginning like that, but this was a lot of fun. It also has some fantastic makeup effects as well. I want to show you one thing though, just one picture, which is a little disgusting. But here it is. Look at that. Just the prosthetic makeup. It's just fantastic in this movie. Chris Sarandon of Fright Night and Child's Play fame. He was very good. He wasn't in the movie a lot, I have to say, but he was still good. Like I said, we want to see more of this set from Germany. Check out Kyle's video. yeah, this was a wonderful film. If you love, you know, the stories of Lovecraft, and if you're a fan of Reanimator, and I cannot imagine anybody who is not a fan of Reanimator, go check this one out if you get the chance. I would certainly recommend this one. The Resurrected. Here's another movie that Kyle showed in one of his recent videos that really piqued my interest. Gangnam Blues, also known as Gangnam 1970. Really good Korean gangster film. You know, the best gangster films in recent years are coming from Korea, if you ask me. And this is certainly a good one. There's a little damage here. Oh well, what can you do? Anyway, this very good film. If you search this movie on IMDb, you get to see 2 user reviews, and those reviews are not very friendly towards this film. They say it's very bad and very boring. That's their opinion, of course, and they are entitled to their opinion. But I would not share that opinion. I would still recommend this film, and it is a long film. It's about the uncut version is about 141 minutes. But I was never bored, and I quite enjoyed it a lot. And this is a nice set as well. Let me show you what it has. You have the DVD, of course. It was a good scene, by the way. Great fight scene when one gang fighting the other one in the mud and the rain. Very good scene. Also come with 2 posters here and a photo book. It looks very nice as well. Now the only critical note that I have on this film, it's just a minor one, by the way, but the story of this movie takes place in 1970, and it doesn't look like it takes place in 1970. It doesn't have that 1970s look, except for the cars maybe, or maybe it's just my ignorance. Maybe Korea did look like that in that time, but yeah, like I said, it's just a minor, unimportant issue. But it's still an excellent film and a lovely release from Korea. Gangnam Style. Gangnam Blues or Gangnam 1970. Jesus, I'm an idiot. And last but not least, of course, I could not pass this one up. Videodrome. I don't think I need to show the whole thing. I mean, there are tons and tons of other videos who already showed this one. But it is such an exceptional release by Arrow. Yeah, it's a cliche to say that they have outdone themselves because they always outdone themselves. But this is such another incredible release by the geniuses behind Arrow. Wonderful, wonderful release. Great film. It also has Cronenberg's early works, which I've seen, except Crimes of the Future. I still need to see that one, but I have seen Transfer. I like that one. It's very strange, a very but strange but funny little film. From the Drain, that one was alright. Stereo, however, is not really my cup of tea, but it is typical Cronenberg. It is an interesting film, but it was a little boring, if you ask me. But yeah, just a fantastic release, this one. Videodrome by Arrow Video. Absolutely amazing. And that was it for the Blues of August. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.